Hello and welcome. I'd like to tell you a little story. When my son was 4 years old, he said, "Dad, you joke too much." And at the time I was doing a lot of magic shows for kids and making them crack up, so I just wanted to share that with my son. So it really didn't bother me. I just thought, hey, he's lucky he's got a funny dad. Well, about 10 years later, I was in a meditation, and that thought came up in my mind, and it still didn't bother me. But then I had this image of a brick wall. It was very high and very wide. And I realized that that wall represented my jokes. And that wall was there to protect myself emotionally. And that didn't really bother me either. I thought, that's a good tool. But what really struck me was I had this image of being on this side of the wall was very lonely. And it really hit me deeply. And normally I might try and squish it down or just jump out of the meditation and escape into TV or just think about something else. But on that day I decided just to be with it. Just feel what that pain felt like. So I just took a breath. And then I just felt like this heaviness in my chest. I felt kind of a tightness in the muscles. I felt like my skin was getting hot. And I felt something on my cheek. I felt there's like a few tears. And again, I just kept being with whatever was there. And I just kind of felt a deeper sadness. And then I noticed I was crying. And instead of trying to stop that, I just kept crying. And I just went with it. And I didn't resist it. I didn't squish it away. I didn't try and do anything with it. I didn't make it wrong. I didn't make it right. I just was with what was there. And in doing that, I noticed that that pain just started to lift. I thought, well, maybe I'm not focused, so I just kind of focused on that vision again, but it's like I couldn't kind of get back that pain. And it kept lifting, and then it just went poof. Like magic, it just vanished. And I realized, wow, by allowing it, I actually healed that pain. I started to write notes after the meditation, and I actually wound up writing a book on that technique. And I call it Stop, Feel, and Heal. And what I wrote was that we all have very similar emotions coming up for us, right? We've got hurt, we've got anger, we've got frustration, we have resentment, disappointment, rejection. That just comes up. We're not gonna suppress that, or we're not gonna never feel those kind of things, but that's okay. We don't really have control of that. What we do have control is, what do we do when it comes up? Well, we can stop, take a breath. We can feel whatever's there and just allow it. And then, by doing that, we can heal. And that works with past pain, whatever's coming up in the moment, or even worries about the future. And what happens is, when we do that, we just get to this neutral state. It's very, very magical. And then, in the neutral state, that's when it really gets magical. Because what happens is we can then allow in a new realm of possibilities. We can allow in new feelings and emotions, a new future. We can feel excitement and love and abundance and connection and happiness and joy and friendship. And that, my friends, is very, very magical. Now, this is a book I normally sell, but I would like to give you a PDF copy. And I know you're thinking, well, it's just a book of pictures. That's why I've written this one over here as well. Stop, Feel, and Heal, 6 Weeks to Emotional Freedom, the workbook, a technique that dissolves your emotional pain so you feel the love, peace, and happiness within you. And this book has an explanation and examples of how to do Stop, Feel, and Heal, and it gives you exercises. So it's like I say, it's a workbook, so you can use it to find those things you want to heal, or just wait till they come up and then heal those. So all you have to do is send me an email, which I don't know if you have my email. Let me see. Oh, it's right there. I look forward to hearing from you, so I can send that to you, and feel free to share it with your friends. I just want to thank you for listening to my story and watching my magic and being part of this beautiful event.